Oh, nichts funktioniert. Hallöchen. Hallöchen und willkommen zurück zu Slay the Princess. Vielleicht hätte ich auch mal den Game Capture einstellen sollen, ne? Klingt gut? Klingt gut. So. Ja, passt. Bin gerade so ein bisschen on the fly hier. Gerade nur kurzes gegessen, eigentlich wollte ich heute kochen, aber keine Zeit gehabt, weil ich Vollidiot natürlich ein Nickerchen machen musste, ne? Mich hat gerade das Hauptmenü schon ein bisschen erschrocken. Deswegen gehen wir erstmal nicht auf Load Game, weil ich das eigentlich schon ganz cool fand. So, jetzt können wir loslegen. Okay. Ich habe keine Ahnung, wie lange das Spiel noch geht. Ich habe keine Ahnung, was wir jetzt großartig machen sollen. Okay, machen wir mal jetzt so ein bisschen... danke, dass du mir sagst, was ich tun soll.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Okay.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Ignore him. Okay. Wir kennen ja einen Großteil der Dialoge schon. Und da werden wir uns das nicht alles im kleinsten Detail angucken.
Is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor blade.
Ja, wir kennen das alles. Wir nehmen jetzt mal den Dolch. Und gucken, welche Option wir jetzt dann hier an die Hand kriegen.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds
It's me
dangerous.
again.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I think I'm here to kill you?
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Viel Erfolg.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Okay, sagen wir... Ich habe mich noch nicht entschieden.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare.
Don't you dare.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Okay, wir lassen es einfach mal
The
fallen.
blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Der Seufzer.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed.
Unarmed.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Ja, wirklich. Oh. Eine Beziehung?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship. Okay, das kennen wir alles, glaube ich, schon.
Sagen wir mal, weißt du, warum ich hier bin, um dich zu töten? Dann sagst du wahrscheinlich ja, weil dir irgendjemand den Auftrag gegeben hat. Vielleicht kommen wir da ein bisschen weiter.
Do you?
Oder so. Okay, ich weiß, was mir gesagt worden ist. Ob ich es glaube oder nicht, ist eine andere Sache.
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
Okay, dann eben nochmal die
She
Sache.
hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness.
Ja, das kennen wir
Note the
schon
lack of
alles.
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what She is.
Jupp. Okay, genug gequatscht.
Have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Okay, I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You
Ich
walk
liebe den
up to the
Erzähler.
chains binding the princess to the wall. They're large and heavy, far too solid for...
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful.
Okay.
Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Das stimmt auch wieder. Okay, wir sagen einfach mal, wir gehen nach oben.
I'll be here.
Ich hoffe,
You attempt
sie
to make your way
wartet.
out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. Is someone else here?
Das gleiche nochmal.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess.
Nö.
You try the door, but I'll repeat.
Okay, es ist immer noch verdüttelt.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Aber sowas
The
von.
knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Okay, wir schneiden sie raus.
Against your better
Das ist so ein...
judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
Ups,
You
rausgeklickt.
cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay, mal gucken, ob wir das dieses Mal
No, you
hinbekommen.
won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her as the princess approaches the way. This watch.
Ja, er will wieder, dass wir sie töten. Wir machen das gleiche nochmal.
This was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Das kennen wir alles schon.
The blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Definitiv, und dann bist du nett zu uns.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Oh, das ist anders als vorher. Beim ersten Mal hat sie hier uns in die Brust gestochen, ne? Also.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Definitiv. Kapitel
You're
2
on
der
a path
Gefangene.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her.
Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth.
Ja, der Skeptiker.
I'm inclined to agree. You know I can hear you two, right? And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to...
Das ist alles okay. Okay. Wir gehen da nochmal hin.
A warning before she will lie.
Ja, wir kennen das alles. Klappe. Ist da wieder ein Spiegel jetzt? Ja, ne? Ja. Okay. Wir nehmen das Messer und gucken in den Spiegel.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about?
Ja, wir streicheln die Wand. Okay.
And now it's gone.
Aber ich will das jedes Mal machen, wenn wir irgendwo einen Spiegel sehen. Hey, grüß dich, Lingard.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Auch
she looks
anders
up
als
at you,
sonst.
the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck?
Ja, das ist neu, ne?
Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Ist das für uns?
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Komm, wir setzen uns einfach hin.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Okay, wir sagen mal, ja, wir setzen uns dahin, wo wir sitzen sollen.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Was ist passiert, nachdem ich das letzte Mal gestorben bin?
Oh, are we talking about that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you in. Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
Ich finde es interessant, dass der Erzähler momentan so still ist.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how. First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
Wenn der Erzähler sowas sagt, bin ich mir nicht sicher, ob er wirklich hinter allem steckt oder nicht. Ne?
It's complicated things. How exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what?
Ich habe keine Ahnung, was Contingency heißt.
For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
Dankeschön.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even.
Okay, er weiß jetzt doch mehr.
maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't.
Oh, wow, okay.
Get it? It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
Also der Erzähler weiß das? Doch, der Erzähler weiß das auch.
Gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. All right? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
Ja, das stimmt, ja. Normalerweise ist ja, wenn du mehr weißt, umso besser, ne?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
Wir akzeptieren das nicht, nein.
I won't.
Ja, exactly.
Fine.
I won't.
You won't get another word from me on the matter. Yeah, sure. We'll see about that. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Und sie sitzt da die ganze Zeit und guckt uns an, ne? Okay, die andere Kette an der Wand, für wen ist die?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Ooh.
Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We'll need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Ich will mich dahin ketten.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
Yeah.
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it? I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
Ja.
But what if he's telling the truth? He isn't. I am.
Okay, wir inspizieren das.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad. Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Los, sag schon.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Und? Beeindruckt, ja?
Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Sehr cool.
Yes.
Oh, Prison of the Mind. Warum ist das Achievement hier oben gekommen, nicht hier unten, wie sonst?
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
Ja, wir haben viel Zeit zu quatschen.
What are we supposed to do now? Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve. That's horrible. It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information. Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch? No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Das stimmt allerdings. Hast du das gewusst? Nee, okay, jetzt sind wir halt beide hier, ne?
Yep.
Yep! Was sollen wir machen? Nothing?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Wie isst du so? Smalltalk ist nicht so deine Stärke, ja?
Nope.
Nope.
That's rude.
Hast du gewusst, dass das passiert? Okay.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither
Danke
of you
fürs
knows
Gespräch.
what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. Waiting for anything. This is so boring. There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing. But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it. How exactly does that work? It just does.
Oh ja, das ist einfach so.
But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again.
Schön.
Let me guess. The cabin remains the same. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work. I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
Okay. Die Unterschiede werden größer und größer, bedeutender. Das Achievement will dich durcheinander bringen, wahrscheinlich, ja. Hast du bemerkt, dass sich der Keller hier verändert?
I don't like small talk, remember?
Ach komm schon.
Still rude.
Ja. Dann warten wir halt.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
Was ist Lichen? Was sind das so? Ist das Moos oder was?
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode. She hasn't starved.
Ja, ist auch nicht verdurstet. Ich wollte sagen, ertrunken. Ist auch nicht verdurstet.
I guess she hasn't.
Also, in diesem Gebiet...
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass.
Ich mag das Spiel.
Until suddenly, there are no walls. And then... And
she breaks free.
I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
Ja, cool.
So
Und
this
jetzt?
is the outside world. It's cold.
Ich dachte, da kommt noch was.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here?
Okay, versuchen wir sie zu finden, oder wie? Na gut, wir
It
erklären
feels
ihm.
so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Fair. Es ist nicht das Ende, was immer auf der anderen Seite ist toll. Ich sehe euch auf der anderen Seite. Ja, komm.
Okay. If you say so, we'll trust you.
Wenn wir ins Kapitel 3 kommen,
True.
ist alles okay. Dann sind die zwei wieder da. Okay, the remains you have unraveled. Okay. Wir sind hier wieder bei der guten Truller.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Was denkst du über dieses Gefäß?
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Ich finde das so gut, ne, mit der Hand, wenn sie spricht, dass der den Mund aufmacht und so. Also es ist wild und seltsam, ne, aber es ist cool.
If I did, I would already be awake.
Okay, sie weiß nicht, was passiert, wenn sie erwacht. Denkst du, hier draußen sind Leute?
It doesn't matter if there are.
Oh.
People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Wir bauen uns unsere eigene Freundin, wie es aussieht. Glaubst du, wir sind echt?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Ja, nee, ist klar. Hast du auch einen Erzähler oder haben die Gefäße auch einen?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Ich habe keinen blassen Schimmer. Aber jede Antwort ist, ja, macht er. Ich weiß es einfach. Ich weiß nicht, was ich machen werde, wenn ich ihn finde. Und wenn ich ihn finde, werden du und ich endlich Antworten haben. Ich werde ihn töten, oder? Du wirst das für dich behalten? Nee, komm, wir machen das mal mit den Antworten.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Gut zu wissen. Okay, wie viele mehr brauchst du?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough.
Okay.
And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Okay. Wenn es das letzte ist, irgendeinen bestimmten Wunsch?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Okay, es liegt also an uns. Okay, Oh, das ist hier frei nach dem Motto, wir werden dich nicht fertigstellen, wir bleiben einfach hier. Nein, ich bin bereit, zurückzugehen.
The next time I see you, I will be here. Wait.
I will be here, wait. Okay, wir sterben. Alright. Wir haben ihr den Prisoner gebracht.
You're on a path.
Ja, wir kennen das, dankeschön. Wir gehen einfach. Was machen wir denn dieses Mal?
The interior of the cat blade.
Komm, wir... was machen wir? Sollen wir sie nochmal töten und uns töten lassen oder sowas? Ja, ich würde sagen schon. Ich würde es schon sagen. Wir kennen das schon.
Good.
Wir sagen nichts. Wir töten sie einfach.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Bitte was?
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine.
No.
You ignore the trembling in your
Der
hands
Blick.
and tighten your...
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you Scared of me? Because you should be.
Das ist so cool.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Das ist sehr cool. Wenn du nämlich einfach nur sagst, oder nichts sagst und einfach sie abstichst, dann ist sie ja immer noch so unschuldig. Aber jetzt ist sie in der bösen Variante, wie es aussieht.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Oh doch, wir
She's
versuchen es.
unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too...
Okay.
Doubt, unfortunately,
Sehr
clouds
cool.
your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Ooh.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can
Ow,
feel
ow,
bone
ow.
grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
Okay, das ist krass. Ein bisschen aufgeschlitzt, ne, hier überall.
We can still turn this around.
Finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here.
Okay,
either.
beide tot ist gut.
Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
Oh!
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
Ja, ne?
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
Nein, wir wissen, dass
You
es
don't
das
have
Ende
time
ist.
to worry over such things. Everything goes dark,
And you die.
and you die.
Okay. Wieder mal was Neues, ne? Also sie hat auf jeden Fall Spaß zu kämpfen.
You're on a path you're here.
Kennen wir? Proceed to the cabin.
Oh, she lied. Are you sure about that?
Voice of the Stubborn. Okay, dann haben wir da mal einen anderen Dude dabei.
The cabin is tighter than its
Ooh.
exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Wir
The
gehen zum
blade is your
Spiegel.
implement. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
Jedes Mal, ne?
And now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Okay.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Das ist eher so gruftmäßig, ne?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger?
Ah.
Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Also es ist cool, dass hier wirklich
This is what
auf
she sounded like last time.
Zweikämpfen
Her
beruht und
voice is a
sowas.
little
Ja.
deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm,
Oh,
just make
shoot.
sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Wir sind hier für einen guten Kampf, nichts anderes.
As you descend the final step,
Oh, wie cool.
the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
Aber ist sie jetzt ein Dämon? Ist sie eine Succubus? Sind das hier Pferdefüße?
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Ha, du siehst anders aus.
You look exactly the same.
All right, fine. If you're not going to address it, I will. What? You've already met the princess has already met you. The two of you killed each other. Did you think you'd be able to just openly talk about all that without me noticing? Maybe. You did seem to just gloss over the whole thing for a while. Of course I glossed over it. When a colleague says something insane, glossing over it is one of the best ways to stay focused and keep moving forward. But enough is enough. I believe you. And that's all the more reason to take this seriously.
Ich bin mir immer noch nicht sicher mit dem Erzähler, ey.
Whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember. Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Das ist auch geil. Nur weil es dich nervt, werde ich das noch weniger ernst nehmen.
You're joking, right? I'm just going to pretend that you're joking.
Ja, klar.
Yeah, you better be joking. We can't win unless you take this seriously.
Okay. Einfach angreifen? Nee. Not finding a giant demon lady. Bye. Nein. Ich sag nicht, dass ich nicht hier bin, um zu kämpfen, aber wir müssen erstmal ein bisschen quatschen.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Ooh.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Also, du erinnerst dich an mich, ja?
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
Das hört sich auch sehr falsch an, ohne Zusammenhang, oder? Oh, ich erinnere mich an dich. Die besten 3 Minuten meines Lebens. Also warum sollen wir es nicht nochmal tun? Ah, ja. Prinzessenverwandlung zu einem Dämon, das ist ja natürlich ganz normal. Das können ja alle Prinzessinnen. Ja, natürlich, das können alle Frauen, hab ich gehört. Oh, die Elisabeth weiß, dass ich heute livestreame. Die hat gesagt, sie guckt nachher rein. Elisabeth, das habe ich nicht so gemeint.
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
Okay. Sollen wir einfach angreifen? Ja, wir greifen an.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count. Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
Also krasse Stimme, ne?
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood.
Jetzt frage ich mich natürlich, hat sie wieder ihre Schwertarme?
But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor.
Das hört sich auch krass an, ne, der Soundeffekt.
You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact. She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Ja, weil wir keinen richtigen Kampf abgeliefert haben.
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win. She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
Okay, ausbluten
Don't
lassen.
listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
Der einzige Weg raus ist durch sie. Okay. Wir machen, was sie gesagt hat.
If that's your plan, then that's your plan.
Das der Plan ist,
Push off
durch.
the ground, ignoring the pain in your ribs as you charge at the princess once more. You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle.
Können wir bestimmt nicht.
No, we can do this. Just keep pushing. We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
Okay, also, es hieß ja, unser Messer ist in ihrem Knochen, ja, so festhängend. Komm, wir hören mal auf unsere Stimme und keep pushing. Vielleicht stoßen wir da die Messerspitze durch.
The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes, you finally get it, don't you?
I do. Oder I do, aber wir lügen, weil wir keine Ahnung haben. Silently continue pushing.
Yes, you're right. We don't even need to talk about it.
Ganz genau.
Your balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee.
Ich wollte gerade sagen, es sieht so aus, als würde sie gleich mit ihrem Knie unsere Balls zerschmettern.
It collides with your ribs and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact. We're fine. But you barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours.
Böse.
Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor. I said we're fine. I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened.
Okay.
You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it.
Ja, du hast nicht gesagt, dass wir nicht okay sind, aber es hat sich so angehört.
It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
You forgot this.
Oh, danke schön.
She tosses it at your feet.
Okay. Na, wir sind eigentlich unsterblich. Don't you want to be free? Blablabla. Nö, das gefällt ihr wahrscheinlich, hier bis zum Ende zu kämpfen. Wir sagen gar nichts, komm. Wir müssen nicht drüber reden.
You and the princess attack each other once again, each of you dealing a single, terrible, lethal blow. Wait, does that mean we're dead? Or rather, about to be dead. As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and it's over. It's finally over. No, it's not. We're just getting started. But it is over. Dead is dead. I know this isn't the happiest ending for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin. There are few better endings than that.
Nein, wir sind noch nicht fertig.
Well, are you going to listen to him? Or are you going to listen to me? Get up.
Get up?
Wait, No, that can't be right. Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. Alive.
Ha! I told you. I told you this wasn't over.
What about her? The blade went right through her heart.
What about her? If we're fine, then she's fine.
Vermutlich.
Dead. She has to be... No!
Bloop. No!
Right. We're all shit out of luck, aren't we?
Wie gut.
I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect.
The princess rises from the ground, staggering slightly, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade still buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
You know what to do. Again.
But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that?
Was Spaß macht.
All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all. Oh, we just missed her heart? Oh, of course.
Natürlich.
You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over. Well, I guess I had it wrong. You guess you had it wrong. Aren't you supposed to know everything?
Ja, echt mal. Du weißt doch alles. Warum,
I
ne?
never said I knew everything.
Okay. Einfach angreifen, komm.
With an unbreakable determination,
Sie
you
mag
snatch
das.
the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep your bearing. You both collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage.
And then we get up.
Ich liebe den Typen. Okay. Aufstehen.
Yes. And then you get up.
Der Erzähler so. Warum bin ich eigentlich noch hier?
That was a good one. More.
Okay. Slay
You
the
and the princess
princess.
exchange
Oof.
dozens of devastating blows.
Ew.
Sometimes you manage to strike first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act.
Alter, unten rechts ist
More
übel,
often than
ne?
not, each of you fells the other in the same moment.
Das hier auch. Aha, krass.
And then you get up and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again.
Das erinnert mich an einen Löffel.
We're all still here. This is all gonna be okay. Isn't it? Isn't it?
He's gone. The narrator is gone.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is... What is this place?
Did we do this?
Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right.
It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything.
Far from it. We're still here. And she's still here too.
Der Blick.
I feel so... tired.
Hat sich gerade zurücktransformiert? Sehen wir nachher gleich.
She's gone. Where did she go? Where's that mirror?
Ah, okay. Das ist euer Ende, aber nicht das Ende für mich. Wir erzählen das mal in der Hoffnung, dass The Stubborn sagt, nein, das ist nicht das Ende für mich.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
Screw that! This can't be the end, it just can't!
Okay. You are nothing at all. Du bist nichts. Wow. Ich dachte, nothing kann nicht existieren. Ja, du kannst nicht nichts sein. Du guckst nochmal rein. Thicker Faint. Bist du? Ich.
I think you know what I am.
Ah, hier ist der Erzähler. Okay. Okay, what the fuck? Okay. Also du bist der Erzähler. Ich habe mich immer gewundert, ob ich dich mal sehen werde.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Wir sollten ihn nicht sehen. Oh. Okay, da wird hier so ein bisschen... Okay. Vielleicht sollten wir uns beeilen und die wichtigen Fragen stellen. Schmerzt es, wenn Teile von dir so abbrechen?
It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically.
Jedes Mal, wenn ich dir was frage, bricht irgendwas? Okay. Bist du Teil von mir?
No, I am not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
Ja, das stimmt. Sollen wir den Spiegel einfach zerstören? Nein. Ich hab dich so oft getroffen, warst du immer der gleiche? Schei, Hallöchen. Ja, mach putt. Ja, ich will das mal fragen.
And that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Okay, wir zerstören den Spiegel. Vielleicht hört das dann alles mal auf. Ich hab genug gehört, ja. Du weißt, was du bist. Okay. Dann... All of this is you, the long quiet. Also, das letzte Mal da nach oben. Hier ist nichts. Schei. Hi. No final vessel. Oh Gott. Was haben wir getan? Also das hier ist vielleicht nicht so interessant, ne? Aber hier die ganzen nackten Prinzessin. Ja, also vor allem sie ist ja richtig. Also die zwei sind schon ein bisschen hart am nennen wir es mal anbeten, ja? Wir haben den Spiegel zerstört und das war eine super Idee. 7 Jahre Pech.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Wie, du hast mich vermisst? Ich hab dich auch vermisst, so. Das ist auch geil. Sozusagen alles lächelt. Okay, ich bin die lange Stille. Was passiert jetzt?
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Tony wäre jetzt gern eine verrückte Prinzessin. Das kommentiere ich nicht. Okay, was passiert jetzt?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Ja.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
Also wir waren mal Teil von ihr, oder was?
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Oh, wow, 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 wow. Können wir einfach so abdüsen? Sie ist deine Mutter? Ich hoffe mal nicht. Hast du nichts dazu zu sagen? Warum muss ich das entscheiden?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts.
Ja, das stimmt schon. Das klingt wirklich so.
The winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Ich finde auch die Musik und dieses Szenario erinnert mich auch gerade voll an Neon Genesis Evangelion. Okay, was eigentlich nötig oder hat es einen Einfluss gehabt, dass ich die verschiedenen Wege gegangen bin, wenn du sowieso das alles wirst?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is
No, ich wollte es eigentlich gerade sagen.
Then so be it.
No, ich wollte eigentlich gerade sagen, ja, nach dem vereinigen wir uns mit ihr. Ich will nicht kämpfen. Oder so. No.
The sensation of bleeding and sweating and breaking and mending and dying and living comes back in vivid color. A past that is also present. A pain that is everything and yet nothing at all.
Wir sehen das gerade durch die Augen der Prinzessin, weil das hier sind die Markierungen des Helden gewesen, dieser komischen Vogelkreatur.
You feel the shame of 100 deaths and the pride of 100 conquests. All of the peaks and valleys weaving themselves into a single tapestry, free of beginning and free of end. Do you remember when we killed each other with such fervent passion that death itself no longer sat on our shoulders?
Ah, das war geil, ne? It was beautiful.
It was. Triumph does not exist without defeat. Birth does not exist without death. It is through conflict that we create beauty. To question everything is to deny the proof of reality that lies in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. In believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck.
Also ich finde, soundtechnisch baut das Spiel jetzt gerade ein bisschen ab. Also die Voicelines sind ein bisschen zu leise teilweise.
But even then, you remembered the impermanence of the material and watched as the walls of your prison decayed into nothing. To be impermanent is not to end, but to change. And for the world to be impermanent is to make finite the suffering of all things.
Es ist auch so cool, wie die hier an der Kette nach unten ziehen, ne?
Would you strip that gift away and leave them all to suffer in their permanence?
Stop the fight early and surrender. Ne, ich will wissen, was die anderen alle sagen. Die werden schon drüber wegkommen.
Or, in time, would they see it as a curse?
Oh.
A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it.
Brutal?
On it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead,
sie hat uns als Kebab verarbeitet, ne? Dass die sich nicht schneiden, ist auch interessant.
You learned to put yourself away and to follow the flow of reality. And you used it to rise above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. Unjust impossibilities pushed you to become something you would never have been without them.
Es hat sich so gut angefühlt, endlich mal zu gewinnen, oder... Der Weg ist das Ziel. Nein, hat sich so gut angefühlt.
And it was a joy for me to finally face my end. Even when I thought I had reached an unconquerable peak, you showed me how much further I could still climb. Ah! Your little hair drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? Love melted into skepticism, and you pulled back layer after layer after layer, until all you were left with was the knowledge that you did not know me. You sought the truth then. Will you hide from it, now that it is within your grasp?
Ich werde mich nicht vor der Wahrheit verstecken.
Then don't.
Then don't.
There's no need for you to fight what we are.
Ha. Also ich würd schon gerne wissen, was passiert, wenn man das macht. Alter. Sie geht aber auch ran hier, ne? Also. Hey, 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 hey. Okay, I'm ready. I want to leave with you.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you.
Free yourself. Wir fallen in uns selbst zusammen, oder wie? Okay, es ist alles sehr wild. Bewegt sich nicht. Aha, I love you too. Take her hand and go into the promised land. Voll heiß Herbst, du herbstelst. Wir verlieren unsere Blätter, nein. Und die Anspannung geht weg, als wir ihre Hand berühren. It is a love story. Ach, das ist Gras. Ich dachte schon, was... Ew. Wir sind frei und sie ist... Und wir sind mit ihr zusammen. Ja, es ist sehr hübsch. Keine Wörter, keine Gedanken, um die absolute Realität zu beschreiben. Es ist einfach etwas, das einfach existiert. Was passiert jetzt?
Everything.
Alles.
Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Na dann. Ab ins Unendliche. Wir existieren. Okay. Wir waren immer und werden immer sein. Wir zwei werden nie alleine sein, okay. Wir werden nie Angst verspüren. Wir sind endlich zu Hause. Oh Okay, das Spiel ist... krass. Es gibt natürlich auch noch viele weitere Endings, nehme ich an. Tränchen weg, ach Gottchen, ne? Es ist ein sehr seltsames Spiel, aber auch ein sehr, sehr gutes Spiel. Oh mein Gott, wie wunderschön. Traditional Grace habe ich gerade gelesen. Lana Powers. Finish the game, the good ending doesn't count. Also ich finde, das ist ein gutes Ending. Here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the... Ah ja, okay. Return to the main menu. Warte mal, wenn wir das jetzt nochmal laden... Das ist komplett nochmal... vom 4. März. Verwirrend und komisch? Ja, war ein kurzer Streaming-Abend. Na dann mal husch. Verstörend wohl eher. Ja, auch. Ach ja, schade, du hast das gar nicht gesehen. Das Hauptmenü. Dass sich das auch ändert, wenn du nichts machst. Was mache ich denn heute noch? Ich weiß es nicht. Vielleicht nehme ich noch ein bestimmtes Video auf. Dann muss ich aber noch mit Atlas quatschen. Ich habe das, dass sich das Hauptmenü am Anfang ändert. Habe ich vorhin beim Countdown gesehen. Da hatte ich meine Kopfhörer noch nicht auf und ich habe nur das Bild gesehen und ich dachte mir so, Alter, das wäre so ein geiler Jumpscare im Hauptmenü. Das da. Aber es kommt einfach kein Ton dazu. Schade, ne? Was ist mit dem Happy End? Naja, ich finde, das ist das Happy End, aber nicht das gute Ende. Und das gute Ende ist... sie zu zerstören. Ich finde das auch super geil, ne? Dass sie hier so unschuldig und dann hier so dieser kranke Smile am Start ist. Also ich finde, das gute Ende wird nicht das Happy End sein und das schlechte Ende ist das Happy End. Was auch sehr für das Spiel spricht. Also, man muss ja nicht mal hier Friede, Freude, Eierkuchen. Warum ist das eigentlich Eierkuchen? Friede, Freude, Pfannkuchen. Oder? Eierkuchen waren Pfannkuchen. Also, Moment. Müssen wir es regional lokalisieren. Berliner Pfannkuchen sind in Bayern Krapfen und Berliner Eierkuchen ist in Bayern Pfannkuchen. So. Ja, machen wir heute einen ganz kurzen Streaming-Abend, oder? Ich würde sagen, ja, dann mache ich da einfach noch 2 Häppchenfolgen daraus, schließe Slay the Princess ab. Wir werden dann nicht weiter ins Spiel reingucken. Und genau, morgen gibt's Feed the Cups mit dem guten Atlas ab 17:30 Uhr. Höchstwahrscheinlich noch mit einem Spezialgast. Ganz eventuell mit 2 Spezialgästen. Da muss ich noch mal morgen etwas in Erfahrung bringen. Projekt abgeschlossen, sehr fein. Lass uns mal in die Achievements reingucken. Ja gut, ich hätte natürlich auch... wie hat man in Steam nochmal die Achievements aufgekriegt? Alter, wie kann man denn sowas vergessen? Ich habe das letztens erst 15 Mal gemacht, ne? Ich habe nämlich gerade den Taskmanager aufgemacht, versehentlich. Machen wir wieder zu. War das nicht... Ich weiß es nicht mehr. Platz für was Neues? Erstmal Platz für, um was Altes abzuschließen noch. Wir haben noch so ein paar Sachen, die anstehen. War das nicht... War das Umschalten? Nein. Doch, Umschalttab, what the hell. Es gibt fucking 97 Errungenschaften. Wow. Dann schließt auch endlich mal ab. Ja. Kommt zum Abschluss, ne? So. Hier ist gar keine Prozentanzeige, wie viele das gemacht haben. Aber die ganzen von heute. 73, 87, ja. Ist nicht unbedingt so krass, ne? Your love will set you free. Also es gibt noch extrem viele Sachen, die du hier freischalten kannst, inklusive 21. Das Scorpion hört sich auch richtig krass an. Okay, es gibt Wiederspielwert noch und nöcher, wenn man Achievements mag, ne? Und dann, ja, machst du Slay the Princess Happy End. Schauen wir mal. Aber ich würde sagen, für heute sind wir echt fertig. Für heute sind wir durch. Wir haben aber heute einen kurzen Stream. Muss auch mal sein. Ich meine, wir haben ja genug Content. Wie gesagt, morgen 4 Cups. Und dann schauen wir, was wir am Sonntag machen. Vielleicht spielen wir The Witcher weiter. Ja. Stellt sich raus, was wir spielen. Wir haben ja keinen festen Plan, was wir spielen. Eher nur, wann wir definitiv was spielen. Ne? Mittwoch, Samstag, Sonntag abends. Aber ich werde auch nächste Woche wahrscheinlich am Montag vielleicht Backpack Hero auspacken im Stream. Mal schauen, ich weiß es noch nicht. Sehen wir dann. Aber ich wünsche euch was. Schönen Abend noch. Genießt die Zeit. Es ist ja noch nicht mal 8 Uhr. Das ist super. Macht es gut. Tüdelü.